Villarreal going through after they beat Atalanta 3-2 on a game we had to wait a day for. They managed to stave off a comeback from the Italians, 2 goals from Danjuma and Capoue also to make it 3-0 for Villarreal. But then came the comeback from the Serie A side, Malinovskyi and Zapata pulling 2 back for the host. Great game, great response from them, but not enough. And now Gasparini's men are looking at the Europa League. In Group F, it was Manchester United who topped it, and it is Villarreal going through to the last 16 as runners-up. As we now welcome in more team to our panel, Aage Fjortoft, Frank Leboeuf and Julien are with us. Jules, do you think the right team went through in the end in this game?
I thought it was a fascinating game because, of course, Atalanta had to win to finish second, whereas for Villarreal, the game plan was a bit different. A draw was enough, and I think what they're really good at in that 4-4-2 formation is to wait and counter, and that's exactly what they did. Scoring early helped, of course. I thought Capoue was amazing in midfield with Parejo. Often in midfield, if you can match Atalanta, that's where you win the game against them, and they did that. But Atalanta fought until the end. I thought it was a really good game. I'm a bit disappointed for Atalanta because if you think of those 2 United games especially, that's where really they missed out on qualification.
I feel as though as well, Shaka, Atalanta have become one of those sides in recent seasons that people have got excited to see because you don't always know what to expect from them.
Because of their attacking football, which, listen, and given the discussions we've been having around Italian football and some of their failures over the last couple of days, Atalanta has been anything but, given what we've seen from them over the last couple of seasons. Not as big a budget, yet their football continues to thrill. And then coming up against a Villarreal team who themselves haven't fared well, particularly in the league. And you just thought at home Atalanta would get the job done. I guess the writing was on the wall when in yesterday's show, Gab Marcotti, Ali Moreno and myself all went for an Atalanta win. Therefore, you kind of knew that Villarreal would get the job done and leave us all a little bit embarrassed.
And obviously, Frank, that's why you should tune in to watch ESPN FC every single day.
Yeah, exactly. Because the truth of a day is not the one of the day after, you know. But it's yeah, I really enjoy as well the game. Like Jules said, you know, that was a fantastic game. It could have been, you know, in any side in a way that I think is the team who was the most effective who won. But Atalanta hit the post twice, hit the crossbar once. It could have gone the other side, you know, if they've been a little bit more fortunate. It was a really fantastic game. The crowd was absolutely fantastic. Even at the 3-0 against Atalanta, they were cheering them up. I think it was great to follow. It's sad for Atalanta, but it gives a chance, like maybe Villarreal or Sevilla 2 years ago, when they've gone to Europa League and won it. So maybe it's a chance for Atalanta to go through and to go to Europa League and maybe win it. And that will be absolutely fantastic for that team and that city.
Jan?
Well, yeah, I think that is interesting to see the last 16 now. You can see that with Germany, just one team. Salzburg is in there. I was in Salzburg yesterday and I saw the young, wild Salzburg. There is an average age of 22 in there. It's unbelievable. They knocked out Sevilla, although Sevilla have a big chance in the 48th. And then they just went up and then more or less the next attack to score. But what about the Europa League next year with Atalanta, with Barcelona, with Dortmund, with Sevilla? Europa League is good for them. And we were thinking yesterday, but Sevilla, I think there is a home game. The final will be in Sevilla. So I guess the Sevilla just felt, well, okay, let's take the Europa League again.
Obviously, Jan, I'm sure those teams are delighted to be in the Europa League as well, right?
I'm not sure they are delighted. I'm not sure that Erling Haaland looks forward to make his stats going in Europa League. I'm not sure that Xavi will think that is a great thing to do, but they deservedly are there. Both Dortmund, they're winning 5-0 this match there, but they've been terrible throughout the qualification. And Barcelona against Bayern Munich, well, that is FC embarrassment.
Well, have you just heard from Jan? It's all about Salzburg.
You know what, Kay? I'm sorry, Kay, but you know it's very interesting to see in a football player point of view, where you know when you play for Dortmund or you play for Atalanta Bergamo, do you want to go through in the Champions League and be out of the business in a quarterfinal, or have a chance to win a silverware at the end of the season because of the Europa League? I think you know what makes you being or having been a football player is also what you want during your career. And if you lose every time in the quarterfinal or the last 16 in the Champions League, it doesn't make anything, it doesn't put anything in your resume. If you win 3 times or 4 times the Europa League, it's not that bad. So people should get more credit about that trophy.
I think it's more the dream. I think just a quick comment on that. I think there's a more the dream, Frank. If you can go all the way as Tottenham did, as Ajax nearly did against Tottenham, by the way, in that semi-final. So I think it's a dream to go all the way. So I'm not sure that the Europa League will be seen. As you say, you can put it on a resume, but still, I'm a bit B-ish over it.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.